Got an interesting matchup for you today. This one right here, the Witness 2311 match, obviously double stack 1911 9mm. And we've got the Witness 2311 match X, also double stack 1911 9mm. Not a whole lot of difference between these two, but there are three main questions I think that we need to answer today. The first is either one more accurate than the other? We're going to find out, hopefully, anyway. Is the integral compensator on the Witness 2311 Match X? Man, it's a mouthful. Does that help with muzzle flip enough to really make a difference between the X and just the match? And then finally, because the X here has that compensator, it does have a little shorter barrel. And so what does that mean for the velocity of some 9mm ammunition coming out of the barrel of these? Is there a major difference? We're going to try to answer all three of these questions. We've got a lot of work to do. Let's go. Let's kick all this off with a little accuracy test. And what we're going to do, we're going to be using some Remington UFC 115 grain ammunition here. Hopefully it works out for all of our testing. Going to be using the multi-cal steady rest here from Ransom. 5 rounds, 25 yards. Got some 3-inch dot targets down there, and we will take a look once we get the rounds down range. Going to start out with the 2311 match here. Here we go. And I don't know what's going on with the lock back there. Could be that Remington ammunition. Let's move on. Let's go with the Witness 2311 Match X now. And then we'll take a look at those targets. All right, so let's go down range and see what we can see. All right, let's take a look at these targets. One on the left here, going to be the 2311 Witness Match. The one on the right, the 2311 Witness Match X. And pretty much, I think anyway, the exact same grouping on those. Interesting that the match a little bit low right and the X here a little bit low left. So who knows? That could be me. But as far as group size goes, no definitive winner out of those two for sure. Now let's compare the muzzle flip. To do that, we're going to use the multi-cal steady rest from Ransom. And I've got a pretty cool tripod here. This one from Sunway Photo. Really like the big one. Use it all the time out here on the range. And that big one works great with this multi-cal steady rest. So I thought, why not have a nice sturdy tripod for the tabletop here. Now, with muzzle flip, conventional wisdom says the compensated 2311 Match X probably would have less muzzle flip, right? The reason I wanted to test this out is that the frame, the grip module on both of these, polymer of course, but the frame on the X is alloy, whereas the frame on the match version is steel. So we got a little more weight in the match version. And then that X version is, of course, compensated. So it's going to be interesting to see if there's much difference. Hopefully this angle will give us a much better idea. And even with the match, not much in the way of muzzle flip. I mean, with it just being 9mm and then the weight on that thing, it does absolutely phenomenal. All right, now let's put some rounds down range with the Witness 2311X here. See if there's a difference in that muzzle flip. Ooh, I don't know what the footage is going to show, but as far as feel, my perspective down the sight radius there, even though the Witness 2311X here is a little bit lighter weight, that compensator I think does its job. I do think it shoots flatter. Real quick, let me address all of you that are out there checking out my cool shirt. Yeah, this is a collaboration that we're doing with Camorado. You can check out this one called Shell Shock, as well as the other collaborations, all the standard designs and other things. Camorado.com/CloverTac. They've got shirts, they've got hoodies, they've got jackets, pajama pants, you name it, all in really cool and unique designs. And you know what? There may be a code you can try to use code CloverTac. Not real sure what that's going to save you, but put it in there. Hey, see what happens. All right, let's run some velocity testing. For that, we are obviously using the Caldwell Velociradar over here. And we'll start out with the 2311 Witness 2311 match here. Run 5 rounds and yeah, just see what kind of a difference there is. Here we go. 1082 on that one. 1068. 1062. 1113. Wow. Good job, Remington. At 1112. So that was interesting. Didn't have a lock back there for some reason. Interesting. All right. Let's move on to that. Whoa. That Witness 2311 match X now. And what do you think? Leave a comment down below real quick. Are we going to see less velocity, more velocity? What do you think? A little bit shorter barrel, probably less velocity. Go. $10.55. Pretty close. $10.48. A little bit low, huh? 1024 on that one. So we went down for some reason. $10.86. Now we went back up again. And $10.68. So I would say probably a little bit low, right, on the witness a 2311 match. Again, to be expected. We are compensated on this one, and because of that, a little bit shorter on that barrel.